It's a road game for the Grizzlies, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And the Wizards on friendly ground as they continue this homestand. And, of course, Kyle Anderson. Team moving on here without him.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
Here's Westbrook. Got a piece of it. And they're able to recover. Goes back up. Bryant trying to free himself up. And Westbrook lays it in.
We've seen Bill evolve as a playmaker, including how he spots his open teammates.
And, you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career. And he needs to get himself under control here. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
Stolen by Anderson. Right side, Westbrook. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one's on Morant.
And every team would love to have a player like Westbrook, because he plays his heart out every night.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Well, come on, Jay. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, yeah, it's reflected in his clothing. Oh, this is just being a good teammate. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
Pass to Beal. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Brooks outside. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
A huge part of Brooks' attack is that he understands how crucial it is that he continues to hit this shot.
There's the pick. Here's Westbrook. The rebound by Grant.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Beal. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Washington.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Working through the lane, Morant uses change of speed to keep defenders at bay.
Pass to Bryant. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Grant. And Memphis with another turnover here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now Westbrook. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
The defense sees Westbrook coming, but his verticality makes him almost unstoppable.
That one a little long.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The kick out to Bryant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And floor spacing is key for any offense, and that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, G.A., his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, can pop it right over the top of pretty much any defender. He's only going to get better.
Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Well, just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
Left side, Bryant. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook.
You got to be more physical with Bryant than this. I mean, he's skilled at fending off contact on the way up.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Screen by Grant. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Yep, that one goes. Beal's got 6.
Come on. How do you contain Bill right there? I mean, at times he just muscles shots in against tough defense.
Here's Grant driving inside. And the dunk by Grant.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Now here's Beal. 6 points for him. Pass to Gafford. Back to Beal. The 3. It's good from long range. Beal's got the lead up to 5 now for the Wizards. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
This is Westbrook at his best, attacking, going strong at defenders, and finishing.
Allen, right side. 3-pointer. No good on the shot. Now the Wizards take it the other way. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Wizards leading by 5. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hachimura. And here's Morris for 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Allen for the 3. Over to the wing. Cranes the 3-pointer.
The court awareness improving over time. Hachimura demonstrating some nice passing instincts there.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths.
No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of five-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now."
Sure is, DA. Thank you.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Beal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
Yeah, it just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win. I mean, that talent requires help from your teammates. So he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
Now here's Morant. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Well, he's a go-to scorer. Once Beal starts to heat up, you better watch out.
It's Morant with the drive. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. The Wizards have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Back to Morant. To the right side. Lock at 6. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Off target from outside. Washington leading now by 7. Here's Beal. Here's Gafford. Misses the layup.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
And there's the drive. And the dunk by Grant.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Pass to Bertans. It's Beal on the wing. He lobs it up.
Gotta admire the presence of Miles. Beal is terrific at whipping the ball over to his teammates.
There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Three-pointer, Brooks. Rebounded by Gafford. Now, here's Bertans. And so it's the Washington Wizards heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Washington calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Wizards leading by 7. Pass to Anderson. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And the dunk by Grant.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Here's Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Off on the layup.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Pass to Bryant. Inside. And finish off by Bryant.
Why settle for the layup when you can jam? Bryant rocking the rim with some force there.
Back to Morant. Now Morris. Grant outside. Now here's Morant. On the wing, Morris. The Grizzlies with another miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Launches it. Drains it from beyond the arc. Morris has got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's a slip up by the D, and I'm sure they know it. I mean, the one guy you don't want to give an open 3 to.
Westbrook, no good.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
No good from Grant.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Back to Bertans. The 3-pointer, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. No good from Grant. Washington leading now by 3. With the step back. Lob pass to Bryant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The 6'10" Bryant is solid at drawing contact, especially when he's doing his best to score.
The Wizards have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And that one misses. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Second free throw, no good.
And when Bryant had that special night from the floor a few years ago, when he went 14 for 14, only one player in NBA history had more makes without a miss in a game. You might know his name. Wilt? Yeah, pretty good company.
It's Westbrook with the drive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal 3-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
And that one drops.
Now, how do you counter Bryant's physical abilities? I mean, he's a menace for the D inside.
Morant with it. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant got the lead, back up to 3 now for the Grizzlies. The kick out to Anderson. They get it again. Bryant. Tries yet again. And Westbrook with a nice bucket inside. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
Who could forget when Westbrook averaged a triple-double? He hits the boards hard.
Brooks, left side. There's the triple. Bryant with the rebound. Beal deciding where to go with it. Right wing. "26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Morant with a wide open look. Out left to the wing. And a wide open look for Hachimura. They shoot again. And the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you...
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Grizzlies up 3. And we'll be back with you right after this. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. It's Allen on the wing. And here's Morris for 3. Washington with the rebound. Beal drives in. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
No, you can't give Bill these lanes. I mean, when you do, he's great at exploiting them.
To the middle. Here's Hachimura. Avdia with the rebound. Washington trailing. It's Beal on the wing. And finished off by Beal.
Beal is so tenacious on the drive. He shows no remorse to the defense on these type of dunks.
And here is Morris. It's Allen on the wing. Morris looking over the floor. From deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And he's got 12 points from three-point range now. 9 have come in this half alone.
And Bryant slams it in.
Well, there's a purpose to Bryant's game. Play with energy, attack the basket, and give your teammates a good target on the lob pass.
Sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. That's what he does.
And then Morant slams it in.
Are you for real? Morant, way up. That move is fire.
Pass to Gafford. And the rejection by Jackson. Back to Westbrook. Tries again. That one no good. Morant with some nice D.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Stolen by Anderson. Back to Bertans. At the top of the key, Westbrook. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
They need points so Westbrook gets aggressive. So determined to provide for the team.
And finished off by Morant.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Alters his release to do it, and those are 2 crucial points.
The drive by Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
See, I love how Beal didn't settle for the layup right there. He made sure to finish it with strength.
And he drives in. Oh!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And the dunk by Grant.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Pass to Gafford. Oh, Bertans. He's covered by Grant. Now, here's Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Defense probably had a plan for Westbrook's drive, but he's so dynamic. I mean, it all falls apart.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
You want to see how efficient the offense is running? A great stat to look at is points off assists, and they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Memphis on defense. It's a 3-point game. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
And that's just the competitive spirit of Westbrook. He's always eager to make a statement at the rim.
Now Morant. Driving the lane. Oh, what a beautiful play.
With intensity, did you see that? Great.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
Look, I love the confidence of Bill, but when you work that hard in the offseason, you have a jump shot that wet. I guess it's easy to embrace the punishment.
And both free throws good for Beal. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 1. Morant trying. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Fast break Memphis. Brooks from outside. A shot missing. And it's Washington the other way.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Oh, you're right. Time is of the essence. You got to move.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
So quick coming through the lane. I mean, Westbrook really dares defenders to foul him in these situations.
And he is unable to get the second one. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
45th pick in the 2017 draft. Remember when Brooks led Oregon to the Final Four? But they get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
Outside, Beal. Bryant up top. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Brooks, and he uses the glass on the layup.
This is what you like seeing. Brooks being aggressive and taking initiative there.
Timeout. Washington calls timeout. They're down by 6. 1 second left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is at this point. You can't afford any wasted possessions.
Beal, that's for 2. Money!
Such a dangerous score. Bill, he's superb at knowing when to fire immediately off the catch and shoot.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Devil man, look around, say it's war torn. What do you know about the secrets bestowed and the stories we told? Read 'em. Action, spiritual or physical, closer to the mystical. Ancestor visit you, whisper in your ear, you know. And you can hear clear, you know. We're moving out when the moon shine and lay out in the sunshine. More time, well, it's now slime. Escape the rule, we the jewel, we the. See our women are the big boss, and the men see they keep course. Quickly we moving, slick target grooving.
We the new breed and we really don't care. We the new breed, we the new breed. We the new breed. Hey, Africa, Africa, Africa. We about to blow like a harmonica. We about to show you that everything is living and breathing and coming right back at ya. Listen, everything's circular. Begin and we're end of us. I can tell by the look in your face when you look in our eyes that you really just scared of us. The new breed coming down that mountain. We ain't afraid of no thing. All that thing, no way. Hey, this ain't Hollywood, this ain't a movie, ain't golden cut. We of the old system, so if you ain't with us, then you better run.